What is Visual Studio? Well, it's basically a tool that, for my current use, which is getting the Zonos TTS text-to-speech zip, acts as a code connector. Visual Studio is primarily a code editor, as we can see here. Interestingly, when we install it, we get info packages that let external tools run code based on Visual Studio code. So while it's used for editing, it's mainly for running various tasks and more. We're going to use Visual Studio 2019 Community, okay? It's not currently accessible on Microsoft platforms and such. So how can we get it, right? Well, I'll leave the Google Drive link in the description. Now, what we'll do with that file is give it admin permissions here. We'll continue. It's crucial when getting or using Visual Studio 2019 Community. You'll likely want it for cloud servers like with ZYPHRA Zonos, which I'm using, or other things. I suggest you carefully consider what you need here. In my case, I need this. We need this for ZYPHRA Zonos. So let's enable desktop development with C. We'll select it here. As you can see, the space is nice, okay? That's what we'll choose. You also have the Visual Studio installer here, alright? It's basically the manager where we can access all our Visual Studio versions. So I'll wait. And here we have it, right? We can log in or do it later. It asks us about different configurations. I've set it to open when finished, so you can see it's really there. But you can already see that 2019 is here. So yeah, it's that simple. The next thing we'll need is CUDA Toolkit. Basically, what does this tool do? Well, it essentially improves performance in apps that need specific coding, like deep learning, right? It's for intense tasks, data analysis, simulations, etc. It helps analyze GPU usage, NVIDIA specifically, to maximize its potential. Super useful. If we're developing a program or want to use one on a server, this is crucial for how to get CUDA Toolkit. Basically, we'll search for CUDA Toolkits, okay? We'll go to NVIDIA's official page, click the green button, and it'll take us to CUDA Toolkit 12.8. Choose your OS, architecture, and version. Click the last green button. This is NVIDIA's official page, so no, I already have it memes. The CUDA file is about 3.3 GB, so it'll take time to download. Run as admin, choose where to save it, and wait. Click accept. We can use Express Install without issues. It shows what we need. It requires Microsoft Visual Studio 2019. I'll pause here. Click retrieve, then next. It's preparing. We can close this, and now we have CUDA installed. Alright, so here we have NVIDIA's QDN, the official one, of course, and some folks are wondering what this tool is for. This tool is used to optimize the use of neural network tools on our computer. Specifically, QDNN is software designed to be directly optimized to make AI and other processes that need a huge database or neural network processes run faster through NVIDIA cards and such. So that's basically what QDNN does. Alright, let's say we're setting up AI or about to use open source AI locally, and we need QDNN for optimal use. How do we get it? Basically, we search for QDNN NVIDIA, okay? There's QDN NVIDIA with the direct link right below, see? Okay, let's click on it. We close this and there. Let's hit the green button and we're in the same window, see? We select our OS, it's only for Linux or Windows. We choose the architecture, not many options really, and we pick the version. Once that's done, we click Excel, we hit the final green button, and it shows 1 because I already have QDN, okay? This is NVIDIA's official page, and you'll need an NVIDIA graphics card, right? Then we left click on QDNN, grant permission, okay, starts process, and we're back to the CUDA process, right? We click agree, next, and wait. Well, it says I have everything, so we just close it, and that's it. And that's how we can get QDNN. Welcome to Git. What is Git? It's a system for better local version control, allowing more efficient management of file and code changes on our computer. It lets us compare code, restore changes, and interestingly, enables multiple processes to run simultaneously. This is useful when using neural networks or AI on our computer. How can we get GIT? Well, we'll search for GIT, and as you see, it's the first option. From here, we'll click this orange button. Here we can choose the version for Windows, Mac, or Linux. Remember, GIT helps optimize simultaneous processes on our computer. It also tracks changes made to our files more effectively. So, I'm going to choose Windows. We can pick either portable or normal version. I have 64 bits, so let's go with that. We click it and open it, simple as that. We run as administrator, then click next. Here we can select the files we want. I'll just click next, nothing more. The default settings work fine. There's version 2.48.1, we'll wait. And perfect, we click finish. Let's set up unlimited access in our PowerShell. Unrestricted mode gives admin permissions to run any file on our entire computer, so we'll start by opening PowerShell. Search for PowerShell and press enter. There it is, now open. We'll type this command Set execution policy unrestricted, hit enter. Let's see if it works. There it is. We'll type A to confirm everything. As you can see, I got an error. Why? Because I didn't run it as admin. So let's try again. There's the developer option. If nothing appears, press tab until you see op. Now it's there. Right click. Run as administrator. Click yes. Now it should work without issues. Press enter. Type A in uppercase. It shouldn't complain now. And that's it. No errors means it's working. Perfect. How can we remove this process here, the anti-malware service executable? Besides blocking inputs from programs like neural networks and AI, it can be annoying because it's always using memory, sometimes more, sometimes less, but it's not a small amount, right? It's behaving now, but I've seen it use up to 30% of CPU before. This is actually a top-notch antivirus, almost pro level. Don't remove it unless you know what you're doing. Let's right-click, select Open File Location, and we'll see the file that's running. So we'll open Job at Unlocker, grant permissions, click Add in Admin, then navigate to local disk and follow this path. Okay, program data, then Microsoft, Windows Defender, platform. You following me, right? I've gone to Microsoft, Windows Defender, platform, and now we're heading to 18.4. Next, we'll find the MSMPX file. Click OK, select forced mode, then hit unlock and delete. Click OK, and you'll see it's gone and no longer running. Got it? That one's gone now. Alright, that's it. Thanks, and see you later. Alright, what is ZYPHRA ZONOS text-to-speech? Well, it's basically a tool where we can type in a chat, we can set audio options like pitch rate, scalability, and more. And we can generate audio from the prompt we've entered. We can even clone a voice. Zono uses eSpeak for text-to-phoneme conversion, and this would be the result. We can adjust as needed. That's what this tool does. It's a great, highly configurable text-to-speech with tons of languages. Look at all the options. So that's it. How can we finally have pitch text in our computer? To get here, we needed git, cut-nn, qday, Visual Studio 2019 with computer packages, prioritize PowerShell, disable restricted mode, and as an extra step, there's Windows Defender, which you see here. It uses about 30% or 300 MB of memory, so I recommend disabling it if you encounter any errors. So how can we get this tool once we have all these requirements? Let's close it. We'll need this code here, the HTTPS GitHub link. I'll take what I have here and delete it. There it is, doing its own thing. File that's about 6 GB, right? Well, it says 9. Let's copy, paste it as is in the address bar, preferably the fast. These tools, they consume resources, right? They consume quite a bit. Hit enter, starts cloning, and now we have donuts for Windows. We open it and access this PS1 from Porcel, a run extension. No admin needed, okay? Now we'll wait. I've seen people recommend doing this process twice, you know, in case we get an error. And by error, I don't mean these warnings, okay? These are just warnings, got it? An error means sometimes the last file, called speakng, sometimes it fails, so they recommend we do it twice. We can do that without any problem, and there we have it, okay? Theoretically, everything's perfect, right? We can do it again. Let's run it once more. Okay, there it is, solving everything. In a moment, it'll be perfect. Finally, we'll take this Gradio, hit run, and the server will start, okay? If we get a connection error, which might happen as I'm recording and using too many resources, too many tools at once, and my computer doesn't have much RAM, but I want you to at least see the web page open, okay? In local mode, there's the server name. I'm sure I'll get an error, but hey, worth a try. If it's bad, I've warned you, right? Remove Windows PowerShell and Windows Defender, okay? Do this first, alright? Remove them, got it? Then redo this whole process, okay? If it appears again, repeat what we just did. Repeat without Defender. Some say if you get an error, just close the console, okay? Close it while it's loading, let's wait. After loading, close and rerun the console, okay? Click close, rerun it. It should work. If not, try again or restart. Restart and you're done. With these steps and patience, keep trying, okay? You should also know that you might not have enough RAM to run the text-to-speech, okay? Just to let you know, the first time it'll take a bit longer, alright? It has 307 million parameters, so it's reached 100%. It should load now. Please don't error. There it is, okay? Some people say to close and free up RAM, which theoretically works, but I'm not sure if that's true, okay? Sometimes it's worked, sometimes not. Probably won't work now as I'm recording at the same time.